Chaotix a bit of a run for his money towards the end. We are going to head off to T9 for the first time tonight, I believe. So yeah, Vamp picked T7. Chaotix will now have his map choice. Probably feeling pretty good that he was able to beat Vamp on his own choice.
Prepare to fight.
Immediate F3s from these guys.
Alright, well, wasting no time getting into this. Both of them readied up. Vampire with an overlook for the mega health, but very, very wisely, not diving straight in for it. Getting the initial rocket launcher is going to get him all sorts of fluff here. And Chaotix goes, alright, I've got the LG, I've got the ability to push forward here, but it's not going to happen.
Really
Vampire picking up first rocket.
Vampire really should have turned back when he saw Chaotix making a beeline for the LGYA. It was pretty obvious that the teleporter would be the next stop for Chaotix. Vamp could have turned and cut him off. It didn't happen. He continued to chase, and well, now Chaotix has certainly turned that into 2 frags in his favor. So, oh my God,
wow.
beautiful midair.
Double rockets in the face.
Yes.
Vampire able to pick it up without taking a scratch, and apparently Grease is going to have to check his pants a little bit later. But 50 seconds into this, we've got a tie game here, 2-2. This is why I love T9. It is just balls to the wall. Vampire looking to catch Chaotix coming out of the LG spawn, diving back up for the YN. This is why I kind of disagree with that last kind of play there. That top LG place, this is the dangerous place to be, period. So if your opponent spawns LG, if you're up there at all, you might be able to get in the rockets, sure, but you're going to be taking a lot of damage anyway. Vampire, he does not need to be here right now. Like, he really doesn't need to be here. He doesn't have any rockets.
Yeah. But he did do a little bit of damage after the mega pickup. As you can see over at Chaotix's point of view, that mega has been pretty much burned off. It is no longer a viable power-up. On the other hand, he's got 1 yellow and a bit of shardage to his name. Vamp, on the other hand, about 100 armor. So, 200 total health and armor versus 175. Vamp slightly leading in that favor, especially after dishing the damage there. Chaotix now really honestly weak for this mega. Might not go for it. Going to look to do damage and collect a yellow. And does no damage. Does collect a yellow. Vamp now looking very strong and able to potentially continue his lead here.
Without any rockets, so this is going to be a difficult position to hold up. Chaotix won't be coming through the teleport and up the jump pad anytime soon, so he's looking for an attack from the hallway, which means he needs to get out before Chaotix really gets a beat in on him. And look at this LG to the max, but here come the rockets. Vampire taking a lot of damage as Chaotix dives back in for the yellow armor. Vampire will be taking in a frag. He's left very weak though. The 50 health is not up. 17% LG accuracy for him right now. Nothing fantastic, but on T9 you're always looking at a lot of spam. Vampire is going to have a lot of trouble finding any health here that isn't the 50. I mean, he's going to be able to stay alive, but everything is going to be centered around this 50 health right now. The only bad thing about that is that that'll be giving away mega health pretty freely over to Chaotix. So 2 frag lead, but on T9, that's peanuts.
Yeah. Well, the key thing is the armors, right? Vamp was able to get 1.
Right.
Chaotix, though, really solidly stacked. Going silent does hit a decent rocket. That was about a medium rocket, I would say. Those from Vamp are much better, and Chaotix now, honestly, he's getting away with, barely a mega and about 45 armor. Vamp still basically surviving off of the scraps. This is a bad position to be in at this time, though. He's out of rockets. Needs to make a break for it.
Bad position to be anywhere.
Yeah, nice doubling back though. Nice work by Vamp. Good job getting out of that. Oh, Chaotix comes back for more, and Vamp should go down here. Down he goes. 1 frag game.
Chaotix 85-52 right now. Looking on top of mid, and no attack for the mega. Coming back up here on top of the stairs is going to be a dangerous place to be, but to be frank, I've seen so many crazy things happen on that part of the map with an exit from the mega that I'm not even willing to call it a weak spot at this point. Nice LG response from Chaotix. 25% accuracy for him right now.
He's expecting a
But
double
he's
back
just
as well.
waiting for a move to... Well, he doesn't have a rocket launcher either, so... Oh, Vampire eating a load of it. Chaotix is able to pick up free rockets at this point, expecting a jump up. Oh no, it's actually going to be a teleporter play. Vampire is trying to make a push in for the Mega Health. Takes Chaotix down to 50 health, but to be honest, there's enough time between one and the other where Chaotix is feeling very, very secure right now. Even with Vampire grabbing this Mega, Chaotix is in the right position for it, and he can frankly do a hell of a lot more damage right now.
I'm really impressed with Chaotix for not getting too greedy there. He was a little bit late, I think expecting the Mega to already have been taken. But when he saw Vampire in a certain portion of the map, he realized that he had an opportunity to maybe get in on the rocket. But then, I mean, get in on the Mega rather. But didn't force the issue. That being said, Vamp's been able to pick up a frag the old-fashioned way, and it's now tied 5-5 as we pass the halfway point.
Nice rocket jump.
Run.
Vampire is left with nothing to respond to that with. So Vampire starting back up here over at the rear teleporter, coming back in mid. He sees the upper yellow armor, but this is again always a dangerous place. The LG from Vampire nailing in the damage. Forget your Mega Health. Vampire will be taking the lead very solidly, and actually he's got a pretty decent stack at the end of it. T9 decent.
That was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake by Chaotix to not have timing on the LGYA. He stepped off of it about 1 second before it spawned. Basically gave Vampire that position and the armor, and by the time he wanted to double back and get it, he was dead. Pretty much. Vamp had moved in and it was all gone. So only one frag, the difference though.
Alright, well, 4 minutes left. Vampire is trying to play this very conservatively, but the pressure can mount up insanely on this map, and Vampire is very thankful for both of those 25s at this moment. Don't get caught up on the doorway. And with LG and Plasma Gun in hand, he really needs some rockets. I know he can't, but I can still yell and scream and bitch anyway, alright? Doesn't stop. Alright, never mind. Yeah.
Alright,
actually, look at this. Vampire has been able to pick up a decent amount of armor, even for all the defensive play he's been having to throw out.
Yeah, but
and
I
he's still
almost
maintaining his grip.
I almost feel like, you know, the armors, Chaotix has 2, Vamp has 1. Finally, Vamp's getting 1, but we're about to see another one go to Chaotix. Actually, he's playing the Mega rather than the LGYA. That is, I think, another mistake by Chaotix. Yeah, honestly, he should have been standing on that LGYA as it spawned, and he could have jumped back in towards the Mega. Now he's out for the Mega. Vamp is in the driver's seat here, just waiting for the armor.
Very nice initial rocket, followed up by a second and a third! 2 frags up is definitely more comfortable here, but Vampire, 85 health. He is, with Chaotix spawning, the low stack. He's really going to need to soak up these armors right now. Yeah, Chaotix looking,
Chaotix isn't playing this smart enough, in my opinion.
No.
He's made a couple of item choices, like the priority.
Closed, bitch.
The priority is wrong, I guess. I don't know. And with that Mega, that probably does it. I mean, Chaotix can still come back. This is T9. It's furious. It's crazy. It's fast-paced. But, ooh, Chaotix without an RL. Bye-bye. Yeah, I think Vamp is really playing this well. Look at this control of this rocket launcher. He's like, yeah, dude, that's the only threat. I've got armor that can survive your LG for days. I'm just going to keep the rockets away from you for a minute.
And Chaotix is really trying to lean on his LG here, but Vampire is getting the opening damage with his rocket launcher, and it's not very often in Quake Live duels that you see a lot of weapon control, but here on T9 it can definitely be significant. And Vampire is, you know, making it work for him about 30 to 40% of the time, and that has given him a substantial lead here as Vampire is able to push back out into mid, grab more yellow armor, expecting a push from the portal, but to be honest at this point, yeah, Chaotix is just going to try to close in the gap without really risking any ambushes, and is trying to make the LG work for him, but he's just throwing away frag after frag here. And this, if it were earlier in the game, I would be tempted to call this, you know, kind of T9 style. Just rush your opponent with LG until you frag him once, then worry about control. But right now, it's just all being thrown away.
Well, with a very close T7, and now I mean, honestly, for the most part, it was a close T9, but Vamp, I think,
3 maps.
has just played it smarter. And yeah, we are going to go off to, what did they choose as a tiebreaker? I don't even remember.
Ha.
ZTN? No. Yeah. Has to be. Right? Isn't that what's left?
I guess.
Didn't
You know
they
how those decks at IEM.
toss Arrowwalk and DM13, I thought? We'll find out.
Indeed we will. Chaotix picking up the last frag, but again, yeah, he's just walking into a lot of situations. Very nice. Actually, Vampire was probably expecting Chaotix to be already through the teleporter and gone by that point, or at least back towards the shards. But Vampire is able to turn it right back around, and that's actually what Chaotix has been trying to do the entire time. Just spawn, grab LG, make a frag. But Vampire has been responding to that very effectively, and that will push it into a third tiebreaker map. ZTN it is. And I gotta say, a semifinal? 3 maps?
Vote now.
What else could you ask for?
Prepare to fight.
Alright, these guys once again wasting no time with their F3s. These guys are now ready on the tiebreaker. ZTN greased. Tell me you're with me.
I'm here. I'm just reading some potentially disturbing news.
Uh-oh.
I'm here if you need help.
Yeah, just forgot where we are with our next matchup. I just want to make sure that everyone is waiting as they should be. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Alright, off of spawn. Chaotix already getting pressured by LG. Has shotgun. Vampire has collected himself a rocket launcher. Only a pair of rockets left. But we'll get the second red armor. And the Mega as well. Nice dodging too. Look at how he's playing this. He realizes that he can press in. Chaotix
2 hits.
only able to answer
Wow.
with
The rail to
impressive
boot.
rail. Yeah, impressive rail. But that doesn't leave Vampire too poorly off. He's still got 80 armor and an extra 55 health due to that Mega. Red is up. Nice positioning by Vamp. So far, played pretty well.
And Chaotix is wise to be cautious moving in on this. With red picked up, Chaotix is once again left with the lower stack. It's all going to come down to the next Mega health to make something happen here. Chaotix really relying on these grenades, but here comes the rocket launcher. Insane amount of aggression here by Vampire. Chaotix is what? Why?
Yeah, well, Vamp ran out of cells, switched up to the rocket launcher, and decided that he needed to shoot himself in the face.
Fuck you,
So-
wall. Fucking hate
Yeah,
walls.
exactly. That wall was looking at him funny. So, Chaotix now in the lead by virtue of no score.
You know, if only they were playing red faction, it'd be a vampire-shaped hole in the wall. If only. But no, this is Quake Live, ladies and gentlemen. Third map tiebreaker between Chaotix and Vampire in the semifinals of the ESL Open Cup 4. Top 3 going to actually the group stage. So this is actually a pretty major map right now, as Chaotix is hearing the footsteps from Vampire right behind him, coming in with the LG, but again, as he runs out of cells, where is it going to leave them? 35 health and 15 for Chaotix, 13 and 0 for Vampire, but there's a nice 50 health, and red armor's up, so I fear that Vampire will be getting the better end of this situation.
If Chaotix is able to get the Mega, he's going to back off to the plasma yellow. He's trying to defend himself from all angles in this room. He is out of lightning gun cells, though. That might come into play right here. Yeah, Vamp can pick an LG fight. He switches back up to the... Yeah, actually, Chaotix tried to switch up to the LG in the middle of that fight. He actually ran out of everything there. Rockets and LG will give Vamp the first bona fide frag. Of course, that just gets him back to square one.
Yeah, you could see Chaotix is kind of going FML at that point, but Vampire moving back up to plasma yellow armor. It's going to be a bad place for Chaotix to be entering that room, and you can see that he's just trying to go, oh shit, get out. Vampire, though, will be able to overbear him and actually go from -1 to 1 without Chaotix getting on the board.
Nice work there.
Chaotix again
cutting off
choking with
the
his
exit.
positioning.
Yeah, Vamp really putting on the pressure there. Chaotix, I think, not expecting to be caught off guard so many times, and Vamp has been able to exploit, I think, just about every situation that he's been able to force Chaotix into, so nice work. The rockets here, though, will be enough for a mutual frag.
Now, were
read
you
by
saying there
Chaotix.
just then that Chaotix was not expecting those surprises?